there is going to be a much higher time for the LEDs to turn on. Let's see. First of all, I'm going to connect the transistors to the breadboard. Collector, base, and emitter. And after that, I'm going to connect the emitters of the transistors to ground. Next, I'm going to connect the 220 ohm resistor to the collector of first transistor and to the positive rail. And I will do the same for the second transistor, but I'm going to use 1 kilo ohm resistor. Extend the collector of the second transistor via this jumper wire and connect our 100 microfarad capacitor with the anode longer lead to the collector of the second transistor, and the cathode will be connected to the positive rail of the breadboard via my 47 kilo ohm resistor. Perfect. After that, I'm going to connect the cathode of the capacitor to the base of the first transistor, and I'm going to use 1 kilo ohm resistor to connect it between the base of the second transistor and the collector of first transistor. Let's extend the base of the second transistor and let's connect the push button switch to base of the transistor so that when we press the push button switch, current can flow through the base of the transistor. And let's connect the other side of the push button switch via this 220 ohm resistor to positive rail of the breadboard. Now it's time to connect our LEDs to the breadboard. So here is my red LED. I'm going to connect the anode of the LED to the collector of the second transistor. So here is my collector, and the cathode will be connected to a blank spot on breadboard. And after that, I'm going to connect the cathode of the LED to the negative rail of the breadboard. I will do the same for the second LED, the blue one. I'm going to connect the anode of the LED to the collector of the first transistor. And I'm going to connect the cathode of the LED to the negative rail of the breadboard. So as you can see, I have connected the power supply to the breadboard. Oops. And I have 5 volts coming into the circuit. You can also choose a voltage range from 5 volts to 9 volts. It's up to you. Now I'm gonna go ahead and test the circuit. So the circuit doesn't seem to work, and the reason I think is because of the red LED, since after the blue LED, the red LED must turn on. I'm gonna change the red LED by another one. I hope it works. So anode to the collector and cathode to the negative rail. Yes, now it's better, the circuit works. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna press the push button switch, and after that the blue LED must turn on, and after a while the red LED must turn on. Let's see. Perfect. Perfect. The circuit works as we have expected. And now I'm gonna go ahead and explain how the circuit works. If you look at the circuit diagram which is given at the end of the video, you can see that the base of the second transistor is connected to the collector of the first transistor via our resistor, which I think is 1 kilo ohm. I used 1 kilo ohm resistor, I'm not sure. So whenever I press the push button switch, which is connected to the base of the second transistor, there is going to be a current flowing through the base of the second transistor, but the base of the transistor is connected simultaneously to the collector of the first transistor. So whenever I press the switch, there is going to be a current flowing through the first transistor, which then makes the transistor on, and after that the blue LED will be on. Then there is going to be a delay for after a second because of the capacitor charge and discharge, and after that the red LED will turn on again. So let's do it one more time. Now I'm gonna press the push button switch and the blue LED must turn on. Then after a while, because of the capacitor charge and discharge, the red LED will be on again and the blue LED remains off. So now I can make it a little bit interesting. As you can see, if we increase the capacitance value, we can increase the delay time between the LEDs. So right now we use 100 microfarad capacitor. Let's double the value. Also I'm using 220 ohm resistor. I'm sorry, capacitor, 220 microfarad capacitor, and let's see how the circuit reacts. So right now there is going to be a much higher time for the LEDs to turn on. Let's see. As you can see, it takes so much time from the blue LED to red LED. Before we used 100 microfarad capacitor, and now I'm using 220 microfarad capacitor. Let's decrease the capacitance value and let's use 22 microfarad capacitor. I hope that it's gonna be visible by eye, this swap between the LEDs, because it's gonna be fast. So let's test it. Yes, that's perfect. And as you can see, they will be swapped so quickly than before. So that was it. We have built our latch circuit using 2 transistors and 2 resistors. You can adjust the delay time by adjusting the capacitor value or the resistor value over here, which is connected to the capacitor. Thanks for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, please give me a like and subscribe my YouTube channel if you haven't subscribed it yet. And feel free to write me in the comments if you have any questions regarding this project. Thanks and have a good day.